Welcome to Mali Mish. We're an American family of 5 traveling around the world since 2008. After a summer driving across Western Europe, we have made our way back to Croatia. As our European home base, we return each year in the fall to renew our travel documents. Join us as we explore the ancient Roman arena in the city of Pula on the Istria Peninsula. So since we left Palma Nova yesterday, actually at the end of my Palma Nova video, I ran out of storage space on my SD card on this camera. So I had to rely on Marlene's B-roll on her point and shoot Canon.
I think you said, well, if somebody didn't pretend to vlog for me, I would have had so much space on my SD card.
I think people are big fans of your intro to the vlog yesterday. But we had crazy rain yesterday. I mean, crazy. And the day before, the last 2 days, we had hail. We had crazy winds. There was like, well, not in our part of Italy where we were yesterday, but to the west, close to the French border, there was massive flooding. Record rainfall yesterday in Italy. So we got out. We got out of Italy fairly quickly. And part of the reasons for that we're trying to find slightly more moderate weather. We did end up driving all the way through Slovenia and we crossed back into Croatia yesterday. Pula is on the very bottom of the Istria part of Croatia, and it is known for having an ancient Roman amphitheater. In fact, the Roman amphitheater here is in better condition, more complete than the one in Rome, the world famous Coliseum. So we spent a night just outside of town, about a mile out last night, and today we're gonna go check out the old Roman amphitheater here in Pula. So we've never been to the Coliseum in Rome, but we have been to one other Roman amphitheater, which is in the port town of Duress in Albania. That was really interesting because they have been building homes and houses and just other structures on top of the ancient amphitheater because they literally didn't know it was there. It was buried underground for hundreds of years. Somehow archaeologists figured out that there was an ancient Roman amphitheater buried underground, so they started excavating. So now you can go see it's pretty well preserved, but it's weird because there's like houses built all around it, and they had to pay a lot of people to move so that they can try to recover what was literally underneath their house. So it's 70 kuna per adult, and kids are half the price of that, so 35 kuna. So for the 5 of us, we pay 243 kuna. which is about $35. It was built between 27 BC and 68 AD. This was built originally out of timber and enlarged to accommodate different types of exhibition in here. This is the grounds. This is the middle of the amphitheater where some of these gladiator fights would have happened. And a lot of these gladiator fights would feature like humans, usually convicts, people who are sentenced to death, to battle wild animals like lions and tigers. Some of you guys may have seen the movie Gladiator. It is that kind of stuff that happened here. And that went on until about the 5th century AD, when it was prohibited by the emperor at the time. This is also the only remaining Roman amphitheater that has all of its sides still in place. As far as I know, there's only 6 of them remaining. This is the most well-preserved one of all.
It's glowing.
Yeah.
Coin!
So this being like an over 2,000-year-old structure, you would imagine that they've done a pretty good job preserving it, and they have, but not always. Up until the 16th century, they would literally take stones out of here to build other things in the city. And I think around the 16th century is when they stopped doing that. I think the last time they did it was when they built the Pula Cathedral here in town. They harvested some stones, and some of that stones used to be here is now the foundation of the Pula Cathedral. During the Venetian era, they would use this place for like medieval battles, like the kind of stuff you see like in you know, these restaurants that do like you know, medieval feasts, Renaissance fairs where they have, you know, people on horseback jousting each other. They would do some of that stuff here in the Middle Ages. But after that, I think pretty much all activities have ceased, and it's more or less have been a monument. Not cool, but it is over 100 years ago.
This was 1900.
So kind of cool, but not cool at the same time.
1949.
Yeah, that one's definitely not cool. That's too recent.
This was 1900. This is 1900.
Yeah.
What?
So if you carve something right now, it's totally not cool.
Which one's like 100 years?
But 1,000 years from now, people will be like, "Oh, cool." But don't do it. We don't need to leave anything cool for future humans.
Which one is?
Maybe it's a better selfie spot from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can get more of the walls and not just our heads.
You guys imagining watching a gladiator battle down there? So during the high season, which is between June and September, they'll hold reenactments of gladiator fights down here, which is, you know, sort of a tourist thing that people come and do, but it's supposed to be really cool. You can search on YouTube some of the things that they do here right in the middle of this arena, just like they would have done back in the Roman days. So compared to the Roman Coliseum in Rome, this one is much smaller, and during the heyday it would have seated 26,000 people. And if you look at pictures of modern day Pula Arena versus the Coliseum, you'll see that the sides, instead of just having 3 levels, the Coliseum has 4 levels. And this is also, nowadays, they'll hold concerts in here. In fact, I believe 2 years ago we had an opportunity to come up here to go see the Foo Fighters.
Summer,
We couldn't do it.
Yeah, we were in Norway.
It would have been really cool though to see a concert in here. I mean, imagine just sitting right here where we are and having a rock band play down there.
What happened to its
No
tail?
face.
You What are you doing? Just looping.
There you go. That's the Pula Arena here in the town of Pula in the Istria region of Croatia. And now, my honest opinion about whether or not it's worth 35 bucks to go in there. I think so if you're really into this kind of thing. But honestly, you can probably see 80 to 90% of what you'll see without actually going in, just standing around outside and walking around the arena. But if you have an opportunity to come and see a concert or some kind of event in there, that will be totally worth it. So if you come to Pula, definitely check out the Pula Arena. Whether or not you want to pay to go in, well, that's up to you.